What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. With this video, we are jumping into Shadow War Omega. This is the grand finale that Joshua Williamson has been leading up to. If you haven't been keeping up with everything going on with Shadow War, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It's gonna get you completely caught up on everything that has been going on with this event, taking place in Robin, Batman, and Deathstroke Incorporated. We have seen an all-out war between Talia al Ghul and Deathstroke. We saw Ra's al Ghul assassinated by an imposter Deathstroke. This was all a ploy to start the war, and it was all done at the hands of freaking Geo-Force. And even I had to go back and figure out how he tied into this whole story. That has to do with the line called Checkmate. But this issue does explain exactly why he has some big grudge out for Talia and Deathstroke. Be sure to buy the comic, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so with this story, we are picking up back in the past, back in Markovia. Geo-Force being the superhero of Markovia. Right now, he is arguing because Leviathan, they are coming in, swooping in, and being the backers behind everything financially. This country is extremely poor. Leviathan came to them with a proposition to make them very wealthy. And now that Geo-Force, he's not necessarily invulnerable anymore. He may be a prince, but he is symbolic more than anything else. This is when everything comes down. Fire rains down from the sky. Leviathan is falling. Thousands dead. The entire city leveled. Geo-Force left there wounded, ego bruised. He vowed his revenge. All of this was because of Talia al Ghul. In her quest to restore her family's empire, they annihilated Leviathan with no care for what it hurt or destroyed. When Ra's al Ghul came to the world and told him he was going to change, this is when Geo-Force saw his opportunity, a chance to take both Deathstroke and the Al Ghul family down. Geo-Force has gotten to a point where he is tired of these individuals being able to thrive. After everything Deathstroke had done to his family, Geo-Force had tried to stop him, but failed. He believes that they should have been taken out years ago. And he says, posing as Deathstroke, it hurt his heart to his very soul. But he had to do what he had to do. He's not asking Batman to do anything in this situation except for turn around and let him deal with what he has to do. Finish this job and end the line of the Al Ghuls. Before Batman can try and talk any sense into him, we see that he is already unhinged. Angel Breaker coming into the room and letting all the ninjas know to protect Talia al Ghul. As they come in on Geo-Force, he uses his powers and he knocks all of them off to the side, telling everyone that they need to evacuate. Geo-Force is bringing down the whole building. The Secret Society, they grab hold of Deathstroke's dead body. They get him out of here before everything falls down. We see Canary come in on a bat plane to save the day. Batman, Robin, Talia, and Ravager, they all hop on board. From the destruction, we see explosions everywhere. Clipping the Batplane, they have to go down for an emergency landing. As they look at the destruction and all of the rubble, they wonder if Geo-Force was able to make it out alive. The only reason Canary was here is because Angel Breaker had come to her, letting her know that they were going to kill Deathstroke. Ever since then, she has been following her, finding out what she can. This fight, though, it is far from over. With Geo-Force using the land around him, he creates a giant 20-story tall golem made of rock and dirt. He brings down his mighty fist to end the line of the Al Ghuls. As everyone dives and dodges out of the way, trying to avoid getting crushed, we see young Damian Wayne making his way up this monster. Damian calling Geo-Force out, he exposes himself, being able to get in close quarters with him. Young Robin is here to teach him a lesson, no matter how he justifies it, no matter how Geo-Force tries to twist it. At the end of the day, you cannot call yourself a hero when you kill people, when you go out of your way and you murder them in cold blood. Getting a kick to the face, we see Geo-Force fall down, crumbling to the ground. Robin being saved by Batman just in the nick of time before he is crushed, and Talia having a knife to Geo-Force's neck, letting him know if she feels so much as a tremor, she will end his life right here, right now. Every bit of her wants to slit his throat. Batman going to try and stop her. This is where Damian steps in, letting Bruce know that he has this, that Bruce needs to trust him. Going over to his mother, he lets her know that she doesn't have to do this. Ra's al Ghul, he earned his death. In the end, he believed that this family could do better, and he also believed that he needed to pay for his actions. What he wanted more than anything was a change, and he believed that that started with Damian Wayne, letting Talia know that this is her chance. This is her opportunity to live up to those wishes. Dropping the blade and going to hug her son, Geo-Force tries to make a move only to get dropkicked by Talia. With this battle being over, Director Chase comes and arrests Geo-Force. Slade Wilson's body has not been recovered yet. Ravager is going out to find out what they did with him. Angelbreaker escaping with what is remaining of the Demon's Shadow. It is very likely that she is going to be taking up leadership. Ghostmaker will continue to lead Batman Incorporated, and Talia al Ghul, she has turned herself in to answer for her crimes. When it comes to Batman and Robin, this is the first time that they have actually been able to take a minute and have a real conversation. Now that everything is not falling down around them, Bruce gets the opportunity to finally say that he was wrong, that he should have been trusting Damian this whole time. Because the truth is, it is hard for Bruce to understand how much Damian is really growing. In his mind, this is his son, his child, and sometimes through a father's eyes, it's hard to see how much they have changed and grown. But more than ever, Bruce is now seeing it. And he lets him know that he is proud of him, of the man that he is becoming, and that he will always have a place at Batman's side. Before they can talk about his new girlfriend, before they can talk about the death tournament, Oracle calls in and lets them know that they got a job to do. A job for Batman and Robin. That is what takes us to Deathstroke's dead body. The secret society having him at one of these Lazarus pits. Knowing the location because they have members in the secret society who were part of the League of Shadows. Even if it was momentarily, they know where one of the pits are and they are going to use this to bring back Slade Wilson. Not really sure what to expect out of this. He stays down there for quite some time, and then the Lazarus pit, it turns black. And from this black like tar, we see Deathstroke rise again. The secret society not really sure what they've just done. Slade asks, where is Talia? Being briefed on everything, they ask what is next. He lets them know that he has a new contract. That contract is to kill everyone. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I expected the fight with Geo-Force to be a little bit more. They ended it relatively quickly. Geo-Force could have kept himself encapsulated in rock, and Robin could have never got to him. So they throw in that little bit of plot armor, call him out, use his ego against him, make him show his face, and Robin puts him down. This Shadow War really has just been the character growth of Damian Wayne. We are seeing him really come into his own and become his own superhero. As deadly as Talia al Ghul, as smart as Bruce Wayne, but better than both of them. Now, if only we could get a Tim Drake series that has been this freaking good. I'm telling you, Shadow War has been a really fantastic, well-paced event. I have thoroughly enjoyed every single issue of this. Now, when it comes to Deathstroke, this is a very interesting turn of events, because this is supposed to be continued on in Dark Crisis number 1. This has me believing that Deathstroke could possibly be the prophecy that Mother Soul was talking about, that the true demon was going to rise. Ra's al Ghul stopped using the Lazarus pits. He knew that there was something wrong with them, and with this blackness, we can only assume that the Great Darkness has something to do with this. If every bad guy is more or less an avatar of the Great Darkness, from the Empty Hand to Darkseid himself, I think it is fair to assume that the demon itself is in fact an avatar of the Great Darkness. With Deathstroke being put into the Lazarus pit, there is a very good possibility that he has bargained with the demon, that he is now an avatar for the demon, which is an avatar for the Great Darkness. So it's going to be very interesting to see what direction they're going to be doing with this character. Now, of course, that is all speculation. And you guys know me, I don't read any solicitations or anything that's about to be coming out. I like to be surprised when I read my comics. But that's really the vibe that I'm getting from this story. And I am really hoping that Dark Crisis is going to live up to the hype that they have been making it. They have the potential to do some really great things here with the next generation of heroes. And I really hope that they nail this landing. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by hitting the super thanks button. This button will let you donate directly to the channel, and every little bit helps us out. Now, if you can't do that, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you don't miss any of the awesome content that we have coming out, and until the next breakdown.